What's going on, guys? It is Michael Pisco, and today I'm joined by Miguel Fonseca. He's gonna be showing us how to do a flat surface cleaning. So whether that's for a driveway, sidewalk, any area where there's flat surface, he's gonna be showing us step by step how to clean it. All right, Miguel, so what is the first thing we should take into consideration when doing a flat surface cleaning?
So before even getting started with anything, the first thing that we need to consider is the equipment that we're going to be using. So the main sets of equipment that is going to be needed to do any kind of flat surface cleaning would obviously be your pressure washer, ideally a 4-gallon per minute machine. A good flat surface cleaner, they say a rule of thumb is about 4 inches on the flat surface cleaner per gallon per minute of your machine. So if you purchase a 4-gallon per minute machine, ideally your flat surface cleaner should be around 16 inches. Next, a good pressure gun that will allow you to rinse everything off afterwards. And obviously your chemicals, which would be your sodium hypochlorite, 12.5%, which you could find at your local pool store.
Okay, so now that we know what equipment to get, how do you go about actually doing the service?
So the first thing to do when looking to clean any flat surface is once you have everything set up, depending on the condition of the flat surface that you're cleaning, I would recommend to apply a pre-treatment of your chemicals throughout the entire surface. This will already start to help break down all of those organics like black algae that you see throughout this driveway here, and which will ultimately help with your cleaning process with the flat surface cleaner. So in terms of applying this chemical, there's a couple different ways that you can go about it. One would be through a pump sprayer application, and the other one would be through downstreaming it from a chemical bucket. So as you get everything set up, obviously you're gonna be connecting your garden hose to the customer's water source. You're gonna be connecting your pressure hoses from the pressure washer to your flat surface cleaner or your pressure gun. And the application of the chemicals, if you were to downstream it, you can actually connect the chemical bucket to your pressure gun and apply the chemicals that way. Once you apply your chemicals on the surface that you're looking to clean, I would recommend you allow a certain dwell time of anywhere between 4 to 7 minutes. So in terms of the chemical ratio that you want to use, all of that depends on the condition of the surface and how bad the organic content is on the surface. But no matter what chemical ratio you guys end up using, I would just never go anything more than 6%, which ends up normally being around a 1-to-1 ratio. So in this video, we're not gonna dive too much into all the different chemical ratios, but what I will recommend that everybody do to get a better clarity of the different chemical mixtures and ratios would be to search up a chemical ratio chart. And you can find these online and within certain pressure washing Facebook groups.
We'll actually go ahead and post a chemical ratio chart in our own Facebook group as well. So if you're not already a member, check the link in the description and join now. And so Miguel, what's the chemical ratio that we'll be using today?
So today, because this driveway isn't that large, we'll actually be able to approach this with our backpack pump sprayer. And within the pump sprayer, we're actually just going to do a 1-part chemical to 2-part water, just for simplicity's sake. At this point, once you've covered the surface that you're looking to clean with your chemical mixture, I would recommend about 4 to 7 minute dwell time. Within this time, you can do another section of the project nearby. You can prep maybe another service that you're working on throughout that project, or you can stay close and make sure that everything is working as it should. So once you've given it a good amount of dwell time on the surface, now is when you put the flat surface cleaner to it. Through your cleaning approaches with the flat surface cleaner, I recommend to have some kind of structure in place, whether it is following a vertical pattern, a horizontal pattern, whatever dynamic keeps you organized, making sure that you're covering every square inch of the surface. Once you've cleaned the entire surface, that's when you'll follow up with rinsing all of that dirty water that is sitting up on the surface. You'll want to rinse it out into an area of proper drainage, and once you've done that, you'll be able to take a much better look at your surface. And if at that point you see any significant lines going through the pattern that you created with the flat surface cleaner, then that would mean that you're most likely going to need to apply a post-treatment to get those clean lines off of the surface and allow a complete uniform end result. A quick golden nugget that I'll give for you guys is if I were to follow a pattern, let's say vertical in this case, Once I'm done covering the entire surface that I'm cleaning, before I detach the flat surface cleaner and attach the pressure gun, I will actually go against the grain that I just created. So if I were to have started cleaning the surface vertically, before I cut off the flat surface cleaner, I will wrap back and do it horizontally, just so that I can mitigate any of those clean lines that are left from following one singular pattern. If a surface is real bad in terms of the organic growth on it, then there will even be cases where you're required to apply a post-treatment just to get that final clean and completely take care of every single amount of organic on that surface. So whether you apply post-treatment or not, just make sure that your last rinse is the final and absolute best. You wanna make sure that you're cleaning everything that is left on the surface so that that surface could look its absolute best. And no dirty water dries on the surface once you leave.
So that is everything you need to take into consideration when doing a flat surface cleaning like this. By the way, just a pro tip for you guys watching, before you actually start the job, I would highly recommend you get a tripod, set up your camera, and get a time lapse of the job. Not only are you gonna get awesome video that you can use for your social media, but you can also get a screenshot of before you started the project and afterwards and put them side by side for a nice before and after picture. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got a lot of value out of it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm also gonna drop a link to Miguel's channel in the description. He's gonna be putting out tons of content on how to do house washes, roof washes, gutter cleaning, just about everything in regards to starting and growing your pressure washing business. So make sure to subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. See you guys in the next video.